If you're even considering a move to Camas, Washington, let me tell you something. You may have picked one of the most interesting times to start looking here. Over the last decade, Camas, Washington has quietly become one of the most sought after areas in Southwest Washington. Before you actually pack up and move, you need to make sure that Camas is actually the right fit for you. Because even though it consistently ranks as one of the best places to live in the state of Washington, it's definitely not the right fit for everyone. I'm Jamie Mushaw. I've been a realtor here for over the last 30 years in the Southwest Washington and Portland area, and I make honest videos about the areas here in the Southwest Washington area. In this video, we're gonna break down living in Camas, the good, the bad, and some things that people don't realize before they move here. By the end of this video, my hope for you is that you're gonna know that Camas is the right area for you, or you should avoid it altogether. First things first, where's Camas located? Camas is located about 20 minutes east of downtown Vancouver. And to get into downtown Portland, you're looking anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes. And if you need to get to Portland International Airport, you're approximately about 20 minutes depending on traffic. This puts you in a really interesting position because you're really close to the Portland area for big city jobs, or if you need to have a commute to the Portland International Airport. You're also very close to some great restaurants and shopping and everything that is available over on the other side of the river in Oregon, but you're disconnected enough to be in a community where it's quiet and feels family oriented. So Camas is also surrounded by some other rapidly growing areas, including the downtown Vancouver area with all of its brand new waterfront features. We've done a video on that, so make sure you check that out. And Washougal, just to the east of Camas, just minutes away. They also have a brand new waterfront going in the downtown Washougal area. So you have a lot of growth going on around Camas. One of the things that really makes Camas stand out is obviously the sought after schools, outdoor activities, the difference of neighborhoods that are available there. And one of my favorite things about Camas is the sense and feel of community. Over the last 15 years, I've watched Camas grow from a small mill town to one of the most sought after suburbs in the Southwest Washington area. Now let's talk about what your wallet really needs to know. Camas is not one of the cheapest places to live in the Clark County area. As of most recent, the median home price is somewhere between about the mid 750 range all the way up to 800,000, where comparatively that is substantially higher than the Vancouver area, Washougal just to the east of it, Battleground, and probably the most comparable area to Camas in terms of pricing is going to be Ridgefield. But there's usually a reason that people are willing to pay the premium. It's the schools, the lifestyle, and the outdoor activities. One of the other things that your wallet needs to know is that even though housing prices are higher, so are the taxes. And some part of the reasoning behind the taxes of being higher is because that is directly linked to those sought after schools. A lot of the levies get passed, and a lot of those taxes that the city of Camas needs to support those school systems actually get put into place. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, which you probably have all come for, the neighborhoods. Camas has some very different options depending on the lifestyle that you're looking for. One of my favorite parts is the downtown Camas area. And the reason I love it so much is because it's older homes. They have a ton of character. None of the houses look the same. You're not getting very big lots, but you have great walkability to the downtown Camas. And one of the other things about that is that if you want to live in the downtown Camas area, there's not a lot of turnover in homes. So if one comes up for sale, you usually have to scoop it up pretty quickly. Now, Camas Meadows. Camas Meadows is definitely considered more of one of the luxury areas in Camas. And that's specifically because a lot of those homes that are there have views of the golf course or Lacamas Lake. It's just a higher end community in general. You have a mixture of luxury homes that were built in the late 90s, early 2000s. And more recently, you have a ton of new construction there. You have Toll Brothers that are building there, Pacific Lifestyles. And again, again, you have your one-off custom builders that build directly on the Camas Meadows golf course. So the great thing about that area is you do have a broad range of homes that you can choose from, but it is expensive to live specifically in the Camas Meadows area. Next up is Green Mountain. Green Mountain is to the north of the Camas Meadows area. When you drive out to Green Mountain for the first time, you're gonna feel like it is out in the middle of nowhere, but it really isn't. It's only about 10 minutes to where all of the shopping and infrastructure is. That is one of the downsides of living out in the Green Mountain area, because you're not particularly close to shopping. But the great thing about Green Mountain, again, you have a lot of different homes that are available in there. All of the homes in Green Mountain were starting to be built around 2020. So it's a newer planned community. You have Lennar, Pacific Lifestyle, Holt Homes, you have New Tradition out there. You have a ton of different new construction builders. One of the other cool things about Green Mountain is that even though it does have an HOA, there are several parks and there's a community pool. Another neighborhood I like is Prune Hill. Why I love Prune Hill is because specifically almost every home up there, especially more of the high end, has some type of view, whether it's downtown Portland, the Columbia River, Mount Hood, territorial views. Because it sits up on top of Prune Hill, you do get all of those views, and that's what makes it great about it. When you're on Prune Hill, a majority of those homes that are up there, again, were built in the 1990s to 2000s, but there were a bunch of pockets of land. And more recently, there has been some newer construction neighborhoods that are being built. Affinity Homes is building there right now, a massive, very luxury neighborhood that has beautiful views. It has one of the most amazing views of any neighborhood that's up there. You also have Cascade West that is building, which we've done videos on Cascade West. Their homes are amazing. Cascade West is a local builder that's been around for quite some time, so you can expect a quality product from them. And Prune Hill also has starter homes, whether you can believe it or not. It's more on the central area. You're not gonna get views with those, but you can expect to find what is a starter home in that area that is gonna probably start around 600,000. Again, those upper end homes in luxury for the Prune Hill area could run all the way up to $3 million, depending on where you're at. So you have a good choice of homes in Prune Hill as well. So let's talk about what lifestyle looks like in Camas. Again, I've already mentioned how community oriented they are and how good the school systems is. And so this is gonna kind of wrap into two different things. And one of the first things I wanna talk about is the sports in Camas, specifically with their school system. Because Camas is such a small community and their schools get supported, the sports system there in the area is highly sought after. It's consistently ranked top in Washington State. And the reason I bring that up is because that leads into all of the outdoor activities that are available there in Camas. Again, you have Lacamas Lake, you have Round Lake, you have Lacamas Trails, you have the Washougal River that runs nearby Camas. So you have a bunch of outdoor water activities that you can do. You have fishing, hiking, all of that stuff that's available. Again, those sports and recreation kind of go hand in hand with each other. Additionally, the other part that I love is the downtown Camas area. And the reason I love the downtown Camas area is because it's very quaint. Again, a lot of the businesses that are down there are locally owned. Again, you have wineries, restaurants, coffee shops. There's even a little hardware store down there that if you don't want to support a big box hardware store, you have a local hardware store that's been there for quite some time. You have a post office, you have a library. So it just gives that small town feel, and it's very walkable. And that's what I love about downtown Camas. Now, of course, no place is perfect. Let's talk about the trade-offs. The pros of Camas: you have sought after school system, you have safe communities, you have that quaint community feel. And then the other thing that you have, again, you have all of those outdoor activities. And because of the area that we live in, that is definitely something that people look for. Cons of Camas, quite honestly, one of the biggest ones is the affordability. It is not very cheap to live in Camas. It is a very expensive town to live in. It's not a big community, so because it's so sought after, that increases the home prices significantly. In terms of inventory available, there is a lot of inventory available right now, but there's not a lot of inventory that is available for affordable housing. So if you want to live in Camas, and you're trying to find something that's affordable, you are going to be in high competition with everyone else that is also looking into Camas that cannot afford some of the more expensive properties. If you're looking to buy a more expensive property, you have more options than someone that is just trying to get their foot in the door to live in Camas. Another thing is just the commute times. If you work in downtown Portland, you are going to have a commute. You know, that is quite a bit of ways away, 30 to 40 minutes, and there is no nightlife. If that's something that's important to you, you would definitely have to visit the downtown Vancouver or downtown Portland area, which again goes back to commuting or Ubering. If you're looking for nightlife, it just really doesn't exist in the downtown Camas area. Again, it's a very quaint community, so all nightlife in the downtown Camas area is going to shut down sooner than later versus if you were looking at downtown Vancouver or downtown Portland. Now looking ahead, Camas is expected to keep growing. We have new developments, which we've talked about, the Green Mountain area. And the one thing about Green Mountain that you need to know is all surrounding it is a ton of undeveloped land. So that's the reason that that area is going to keep growing and pushing out in that direction. We also have the Columbia Palisades, which is being built out, and the downtown Camas area is also to have a refresh here sometime in the future. Even though Camas is expanding and growing, it still has that small town feel, which is what people love about it. If you're looking to move to Camas or anywhere in Clark County, I help buyers and sellers every single day. I'd love to be the resource for you and help your transition, whether you're buying or selling a home. Additionally, if you're looking to build a new home in Camas, I want you to check out this video right here. We recently did a video on all the new construction and how to build a home in Camas. I appreciate you checking out our video. Feel free to reach out to me. You can either DM me, contact me through the comments, or send me a text message. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next video.